like, did you change your name on me?
Yeah. We have the Butcher, so he's a little bit more hardcore.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Absolutely. When it comes, and the thing about the bounties is, it's not like, okay, we beat a team, we can grab the bounty, and we're safe.
Yeah.
It's danger all the way to the finish line.
Yeah. So when you actually get the bounty, is that every other player can see you, right? They're going to see exactly where you are, they see exactly where you're coming from, and they're going to try to hunt you down. So the game is built a lot around the idea of tension. So we have a lot of audio cues, a lot of visual clues that you can see what other people are, where they're coming from, and you're constantly on edge trying to figure out where these guys are. You go around a corner at any minute, you could be a dead man. So.
Oh my goodness. Jesus. As intense as it is, you talked about some new things.
Some new things are coming, yeah. We're actually seeing new footage. This is exclusive right now on Twitch. This is the first time you guys probably have seen this.
Yes, we haven't shown this before.
No, this is all new. So this is the flare gun you're seeing right now. This is a new item. It's going to be able to light up the nights a lot. You can see it right now lighting up AI, so it's pretty flexible. It's not going to take up a weapon slot. This is our Tomahawk's trait, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah. So the world weapons we have will actually be weapons that you can throw. You can pick them up and kind of launch them. We had these world weapons before that didn't have super much use in the game, but these can now be thrown and used as ranged weapons as well.
And also a lot of people on Discord have been asking us, when can I throw this hatchet?
So what you're going to see here, this is the hive bomb. So this is like the attack that the hive does.
Oh my
You
God.
can use it yourself. So it's like a homing weapon.
Yes.
It'll kind of zero in on these guys and chase them down. And you can kind of use the antidote to get rid of the poison effect if it comes to you.
You will see in a bit.
Yeah, that'll happen in a second, actually. Yeah.
I honestly thought you said hype bomb.
The hype bomb. Yeah.
You throw it and it's like Darude Sandstorm starts playing like.
It really gives away your position, which is.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think you throw it at another player and the hype surrounds them and.
Yeah, a lot of fireworks going off.
But you mentioned your Discord and people talking to you. I actually wanted to know. I wrote this down. You've made improvements to the game. Take us through that process. And I'm assuming like fan communication has something to do with that.
Yes. So we launched the game on early access on February 22nd. And we have, of course, besides our social media channels, we listen to our people on Discord. We have over 20,000 people just every day there talking. So it's pretty intense, but we're all there a lot of the time. So we're always listening. We also have a feedback platform where people can submit ideas.
User voice.
And people can vote on their ideas. So it's really cool for us to quantify what people want. So we sit together, from the marketing team, from the community managers, we sit with the development team, and we try to turn all of these ideas or all of these, for example, game balancing suggestions into actionable items that we can put into the roadmap.
Yeah.
So we are always working together when trying to figure out, okay, what do we prioritize? We have all these ideas for the game ourselves, but we know that we have to add all of this cool stuff that the community wants.
I mean, a few things that you're not going to see in the video that we're actually adding coming from community kind of requests. Right now, we're going to talk also a little bit about a new feature that is not shown here called the boost. So this is a huge change to the game at the moment.
Like a literal boost? Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. So what we had is we wanted to address the idea of camping around the boss targets, right?
Okay.
So if you played it a lot, that people often sit around. They would rather just wait for people to go in and do the hard work, and then you kind of.
And then go in at the end. Yes.
So the idea right now is that if you go in and you're the one that takes the target down, you do the banish, you've taken the risk. When you grab that bounty, you're going to get what we call the boost, and what it does is it changes your dark vision for we give you a pool of time that you can spend when you want. And what it does is it will make sure that your dark vision shows up the positions of other players within a radius, right? So within 100, 150 meters, you're going to see where other teams are, right? So you can plan your escape and you can figure out how to get out there in the best way. Now, that is a limited thing. It's not going to last forever. You're not going to see players across the map, but it's going to give you a bit of an advantage and an edge. And internally, we found that players were really eager to get in and do the kill and get the banish themselves. Right?
Yes.
It could be also in the future that we will allow that if you drop a bounty and it still has a charge left on it, then you pick it up, you'll still get what's left of the charge, and you can use it to kind of see the positions of other players and stuff like this. But it was a big game changer for us. So we're really excited to see what people think of that and their reaction to it, and
we'll be showing it very soon. So.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah. We also are introducing a few features that players were demanding as well. Spectator mode is coming.
Oh my goodness.
If
Yeah,
you're dead,
Yes.
yeah. No one wants to look at the sky anymore, right? When you're dead, you want to see your buddy and see
Yep.
what he's seeing.
Yep.
So if you're in a team, you'll be able to see through his eyes. We're
For
also
the death screen as well.
The death screen,
You'll
yeah.
be able to see who killed you, what
like
weapon killed
replay.
you.
So you had to go in
yeah.
the sky, or
yeah.
Yeah, like
great.
and how far away they were, all that stuff.
So there's two features. One will come later, which is what you just described, like the replay thing,
Yeah.
like the end of session thing. That's a lot kind of more down the road for us.
Okay.
Immediately right now, we just want to show like who killed you, how far away they
great.
were, with what weapon, so players can understand a bit like what the situation was at the time, right? And then the final thing we have is the looting. So looting was really high up on the wish list for players. We've introduced like our first version of it, which is going to be you can pick up ammo off dead hunters. If you took a consumable
Great.
in, then there's a chance as well that you can pick the consumable up from them
Awesome.
and get it replaced.
that was definitely huge.
Yeah.
Very cool. Just as I just want to know if you have a count since the game started in early access, how many like updates, like big updates has it got through?
I don't know,
Big
like
updates?
several. I'd say we had.
Bigger
yeah.
updates, I would say about 3, because we
Yeah.
had the performance patch, which was
Okay.
one of our first big main patches, and it was a performance update, so we were focusing mostly on that. And
Sure.
right after, we had a content patch,
Okay.
like patch 1. And it was a bit weird to call it content patch because it was not that it was only content, and
Right.
from now on, we are not doing only performance or
Yeah, yeah.
only content. We're trying to
Okay.
mix everything up because
Yeah.
we have different teams working on different things.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we're able to actually mix both of them the stuff together. And the last big update was we added scopes to the game.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know a couple people are going to be excited about that.
And we also, I mean, we had like kind of these long time periods between patches, like 6-7 weeks, and we thought that's not getting content out quickly enough. We wanted to get smaller things and just
Right.
deliver them more quickly. So now we're shipping patches every couple of weeks. We did a huge update on the performance side of things, the back-end stability, and did a lot of improvements on that. So
Speaking of that, patch 1.5 is what we're going off of right now. You have some key features that a lot of people were asking for, especially me. Audio is a big thing for me because I use like stereo surround sound
Yeah.
stuff. And when you hear a bullet, hit something, you want to know what direction it came from. So you guys made some improvements on audio, and what's some other stuff that you added?
I mean, the stuff that we just basically went through,
Right.
the spectator mode and stuff, is going to come real soon. We're not giving actual specifically date that's going to be, just because it might be a few days here and there, and we don't want to. It will be really, really, really soon. It will come incrementally, but we're not going to put any specific time on that. Another thing I just forgot is we will be giving you more information soon about another map.
You read my mind because you knew it was coming. I was like, roadmap down the line, a little loose.
It's again something players were really asking a lot about.